A confession has to be part of your new life. A philosopher who is not taking part in discussions is like a boxer who never goes into the ring. Philosophy is like trying to open a safe with a combination lock. Each little adjustment of the dials seems to achieve nothing, only when everything is in place does the door open. The logic of the world is prior to all truth and falsehood. Language is a part of our organism and no less complicated than it. I sit astride life like a bad rider on a horse. I only owe it to the horse's good nature that I am not thrown off at this very moment. Philosophy is a battle against the bewitchment of our intelligence by means of language. You learned the concept pain when you learned language. The common behavior of mankind is the system of reference by means of which we interpret an unknown language. Not every religion has to have St. Augustine's attitude to sex. Why even in our culture marriages are celebrated in a church, everyone present knows what is going to happen that night, but that doesn't prevent it being a religious ceremony. Humor is not a mood but a way of looking at the world. So if it is correct to say that humor was stamped out in Nazi Germany, that does not mean that people were not in good spirits or anything of that sort, but something much deeper and more important. The world is independent of my will. Uttering a word is like striking a note on the keyboard of the imagination. The human body is the best picture of the human soul. It is an hypothesis that the sun will rise tomorrow, and this means that we do not know whether it will rise. A serious and good philosophical work could be written consisting entirely of jokes. The real discovery is the one which enables me to stop doing philosophy when I want to. The one that gives philosophy peace, so that it is no longer tormented by questions which bring itself into question. Man has to awaken to wonder, and so perhaps do peoples. Science is a way of sending him to sleep again. Don't get involved in partial problems, but always take flight to where there is a free view over the whole single great problem, even if this view is still not a clear one. If a lion could talk, we could not understand him. There are remarks that sow and remarks that reap. It seems to me that, in every culture, I come across a chapter headed wisdom. And then I know exactly what is going to follow: vanity of vanities, all is vanity. Propositions show what they say, tautologies and contradictions show that they say nothing. The limits of my language means the limits of my world. Nowadays it is the fashion to emphasize the horrors of the last war. I didn't find it so horrible. There are just as horrible things happening all round us today, if only we had eyes to see them.